Peru Projects Incorporated is a North American non-profit organization and a supporting ministry of the Seventh-day Adventist Church. It was created in 1997 exclusively to support the East Peru Mission evangelistic work in the Peruvian jungle, particularly in places that pastors rarely visit. To this end, we have dedicated 2 aircraft, a Cessna 182G and a Lake Renegade 250, as well as a medical launch. By their use, we are able to provide support throughout the Amazon.
Through the years, I have learned that serving God is a privilege, but there are sacrifices. Yet, the results are very gratifying. I thank God and Peru Projects for giving me the opportunity to serve as a missionary. And my desire for this work is that it continue to grow for the honor and glory of God.
Both of Peru Projects' aircraft play an extremely important role in the development of our ministry, since through them we can arrive quickly and safely to the furthest reaches of the jungle where East Peru Mission pastors have difficulty in arriving. We also do humanitarian, civic, and emergency evacuation flights, and to this end we rely heavily on the expertise of our mission pilot.
I'm greatly satisfied when I'm able to help people of the jungle of Peru through the use of the airplanes. God has prepared me for this ministry. This I shall never regret.
The operation and maintenance of the aircraft demand a big budget, but thanks to the generosity of partners in mission like you and me, the Lord's work is made possible.
Just as this radio facilitates the communication with our pilot, Peru Projects facilitates the preaching of the 3 angels' message to the people of the jungle. I feel very privileged to be able to be a part of this great evangelistic work.
My years of experience as a mission pilot here in the jungle of Peru have taught me to totally depend on God. Just as the pilot must trust his compass to navigate to his destination, God's children must trust the leading of the Holy Spirit.
Transportation of Bible workers, pastors, and missionaries to places that have been impenetrable for decades is the work done by our aircraft.
Jungle airstrips have different conditions and length. Most vary between grass, dirt, gravel, and sometimes mud. In places along the rivers, lakes, where there is no airstrip, we use our amphibious aircraft.
In like manner, the medical launch has fulfilled an important role in the evangelistic work, as the medical ministry is the right arm of the gospel. National and foreign professionals have perfected the development of this outreach. Physicians, dentists, nurses, technicians, and others have selflessly donated their services to the populations living in river communities. In addition to the medical work, launch personnel also share the gospel in every port. By this we are fulfilling the Great Commission of preaching this gospel of the kingdom, all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then the end shall come. But you will receive power when the Holy Spirit has come upon you, and you will be my witnesses in Jerusalem and in all Judea and Samaria and to the end of the earth. The fundamental axis of the gospel mission work is our team of lay volunteers who do a conservation work among established congregations as well as plant churches in new areas where currently there is no Adventist presence. Our Bible workers have accepted the challenge of preaching the gospel of salvation in Jesus Christ, thus transforming homes to serve the Lord.
Y gracias a este fin muy noble, a este objetivo, pues estamos realizando una gran labor acá en nuestra Amazonía peruana, desde Iquitos prácticamente hasta la frontera entre Colombia y Brasil. Bueno, en este trabajo noble de evangelismo Hemos logrado localizar los lugares en la Amazonía, en el río Amazonas realmente, donde no hay presencia adventista. El inicio ha sido duro allá, nuestros obreros tuvieron que luchar, pasar momentos difíciles, pero gracias a Dios se ha logrado, como dice, alcanzar los objetivos. Hoy en día contamos con un promedio de 13 capillas, gracias pues a este trabajo muy noble, evangélico de nuestro hermano de Peru Projects. La avioneta ha salvado de muchísimas vidas. Dentro de ello, por supuesto, también nuestra lancha misionera, ¿no? Nuestra lancha misionera, he tenido el gozo de estar unos días allí y he visto cómo nuestras enfermeras, nuestra técnica ha dado la atención por día, un promedio entre 50 y 70 personas en cada lugar, ¿no? Todo esto, de verdad, hace de que nuestro trabajo dé un resultado positivo. Por mi parte, yo invoco una vez más a nuestros hermanos donantes que sigan impulsando este trabajo noble, de verdad, un trabajo divino, diría yo así, porque no podemos decir de otra manera, porque son planes de Dios.
We thank God for the Air, Launch, and Bible Worker Ministries, for the multiple blessings and donations that we have received in this decade of service, making possible the construction of dozens of chapels, donations to needy families, and especially for thousands of baptisms of God's precious children throughout the rainforest. We humbly confirm that the Lord's work has produced a bountiful harvest for the honor and glory of God. This work is made possible thanks to the constant prayers and donations of our friends, who day by day support us with their sacrificial gifts to preach to the Peruvian jungle the truth that God has given to us. Today, one of our principal tools for the gospel work is in dry dock until we can obtain a new operating budget. In the meantime, the Peru Projects team continues to wait until it can be put back into service into this ministry of love. Our Cessna 182 will soon undergo a costly engine overhaul that will enable us to continue to fly many more hours.
We are confident that our God will provide the necessary means to continue fulfilling our mission in the Peruvian jungle.
Thank you for your prayers and generosity.